Right here is probably my least favorite Jordan 1 that I've seen in quite some time. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Jordan 1 Spider-Verse 2.0. Yes, we had a shock drop on these last week on the Sneakers app, and we did get them early. Thankfully, I was able to get a men's pair, a men's 10.5. I'm going to go around, show you about the shoe, let you see the quality of the leather, see all the different materials they use, because they got like 16 on here. That's what it looks like, and I'll show you how they even come in the box. Before we get too far into it, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. One random like, one random comment does get a $15 cash after me. Let's go ahead and unbox this and kind of show you everything going on with the shoe. So starting off is the box. We have the normal Jordan 1 box that we always get with our Jordan 1s. Like I said, I got that 10.5 coming in on here, but this is where it does switch up a little bit. Opening the box, the shoe is actually individually wrapped, which is kind of cool. You get double the paper. Usually only get one of them. That's fine with me. Now let's go ahead and unwrap both these with the two papers, like I just said, and show you what's going on. Now here they both are out of the box. Here we are. We're going to get in close and personal with these. Now one thing that does kind of aggravate me, considering this was a $200 retail priced shoe, we only get one pair of laces, man. We get black laces on this pair of shoe. I was hoping at least give us some more, unless they forgot to throw them in my box. Let me know down in the comments. If you get extra laces, from what I've seen, these do not come with extra laces, which is always kind of a bummer. I always want more options when it comes to these. And like I said, $200, $200 for the Jordan 1? Come on now, give me extra laces. But enough about the laces. Let's go ahead and get started with the material on the shoe itself. Let's go ahead and start off with our toe box. Our toe box leather isn't the worst. It's not the worst that we've seen. We do have, around the toe box, it's actually pretty soft. That's a plus. That's a plus on the shoe. Coming to the outside of the shoe, you see this? We have this patent panel here. Patent panel down to this, almost feels like right here is our, nubuck, and then another harder leather, and then, a different style leather where our Nike swoosh symbol is. And you can see up here on the outside of your foot, it does switch off different materials here, and then more patent on the back. And you see how it reflects like that? It has that reflective look to it on the swoosh and the back heel tab of it. It reminds me of those old Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards that when you moved them, they made that different look and they gave you a different figure. I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh cards that did that. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about. They have that crazy look to them when the light hits them a little bit different on the shoe. Like I said, the material of the leather does change throughout. I know some people are saying this is just to represent the different verses, because this is the multiverse, is what this is supposed to be showing, so you can see it going through different times, which would make sense. They're going through different times on the shoe itself, and that's what the different leather actually represents. That's what I've been seeing. That's what people have been saying. I'm not really sure the backstory behind this. And then our tongue is that nylon feel, and it's not actually a white. It looks more of like a pink colorway on that tongue. It's not white. You can see the difference between our actual white on the shoe and the tongue all the way around. So that's a little bit something different on the shoe itself. Now on the bottom, now this is where it gets really, really fun. If you have a pair of these, do me a favor, walk outside right now if it's sunny, if it's not raining where you're at. Put these in the sun for 5 minutes, not even that long. Just let the sun hit these and then go to your bathroom or go somewhere dark and look at how much these glow. That is one thing I actually like about these. They do glow in the dark and they really stick out. They really, really stick out when they glow. It's not just your normal glow. I'll go ahead and put it up on screen. I showed you. I put mine in the sun and took them to the bathroom, closed the door, and then took the video of it, and it really does stick out, which is one of my favorite features of the shoe. That's probably one of the only things I actually like of the shoe. Now, when it comes to sizing, I would do these as your normal Jordan 1s. The padding is no different. The feel, the texture, all of it all the way around is I would do normal sizing. Typically for me on Jordan 1s, I can do true to size or go down half a size if I wanted, but that's just with me because I do have a narrow foot, so keep with your normal sizing on your Jordan 1s. Now let's talk about the quality control, because that's one thing that we usually like to start off with, but I did get sidetracked with the laces, but all the way around, man, I give it to them. I don't really see much glue stain on here. Our leather quality is supposed to be a little bit more premium on it, which they gave us 16 different, however many different leathers on this shoe, so it should be pretty good quality, and at least they did keep it true, and they kept the quality up. There's not a lot of glue stains on all the way around. Now, if you do have the shoe in hand and you smell it, it has that crazy, it has a different glue stain smell to it. I don't know if it's because it's all the different material of the leather they use, but if you have a pair, you know what I'm talking about. It almost has a different glue stain smell. So I don't know. That's one thing I always want to know the whole thing about the sneaker. We all, if you're buying sneakers, you'd be smelling your shoes. I know that probably sounds weird on video, but you know what I mean. Because I know 95% of you guys can relate to what I'm saying right here. Now let's talk about the aftermarket and what I expect this shoe to do. Because it will release once again on May 20th. That's what the date is set for these to release for the official release date, as we've seen out there. So just know that, there's going to be more pairs coming. And Nike on the shock drop actually already gave us us 230 some thousand pairs, which is absolutely insane. How much more could they have in the back, or how much more stock could they actually have in the shoe? That's what I want to know. Because, you know, 230 some thousand, that's a ton of pairs. So I'm guessing by release date, this shoe is going to be way down. I think they're already selling like 240, 250. We know they were way up there pre-release because, you know, early pairs are always super expensive. Like I say all the time, do not buy early pairs. You most likely are going to be able to hit for retail, especially if you just watch videos and learn how to cop. And sneakers for this one, the only thing you could have really done so far for this one was hit on sneakers. So that's all luck. But these will be releasing at more places in the future. And with this many pairs, this resale market, the only thing I can really see it doing is going down, down, down as we get closer to release. And then once that release happens on the 20th of May, once again, they will go down even more because they're giving more supply into the market. The more supply, and it's meeting that demand, so that shoe value keeps going down, down, and down. Now, does that mean that they're not going to go up over time? It depends on how people take it when they get them in hand. I think I've seen a lot of people say they don't like this one. Compared to the 1.0, the 1.0s were super simple, very basic. They still gave us the Spider-Man look, but just has that nice Jordan 1 vibe. They didn't give us different leather here, 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 all over the place, patent leather going around. It looks like a shoe that's just like, it just doesn't look, something looks off. I know it's supposed to represent that multiverse and going through all of that. I know that's what it's supposed to represent, but man, it gives me this feeling like I feel like this should have been a child shoe, a kid's shoe, GS only shoe. Now, I know a lot of the collectors are very happy they came out. I hope everyone that did grab a pair of these got them for retail. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm actually sending a pair out for retail because I told someone I would go for them. Shout out to Toma, you're watching all the time. I'm sending these out for retail because, you know, it's just, I want to give back to the community. But man, it's just like, something just feels off on the shoe. Please let me know down below. What are we thinking? Are you guys actually putting these on foot, or are you just having it on a shelf for a collector's item? Because it is a cool collector's item. Let's be honest. If you're really into Spider-Man, I'm not really a huge fan of Spider-Man, but if you're into it, like if you're into it, this is awesome to have. You know, it's relatable. You know, I know a lot of people were super happy because they could get them for their sizes, and they get their kids' sizes so they can match their kids, which is really cool. Obviously, that's not my case. I don't really care to have this shoe. I won't put this on foot. I'm not, the colorway, you know, the colorway is it's a good colorway. Has that Chicago colorway, but still for me, I don't want the patent leather on here. I don't want the polka dot looking thing on the back. They actually look like pepperonis, and I don't want the different leather all the way around. They're pretty loud on foot, and I'm not really super loud on feet when it comes to my shoes. But let me know your favorite feature of the shoe. I have to say, like I said earlier in the video, I think the glow on the bottom, on the sole of the shoe is actually really cool. And if you get in close on the way this sole looks, you can tell it's different. It's not just a normal one. You can feel it. It's, you know, it's a nice sticky sole, has some grip on it, but you can tell it's different when you get in close on here because, like I said, they glow in the dark. One complaint I do have, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm upset they didn't give us extra laces for the $200 price tag. $200 price tag is a little absurd for the Jordan 1, but you know what? It is what it is. Nike can do what they want. It was a Spider-Man collab. It's still sold out. They made their money. That's normal. That's just it. Nike knows what they're doing. They know how to make their money, and that's what they're doing on this shoe. I did forget to mention that we do have the Nike Air tag on our tongue itself. I didn't mention that. You guys can obviously see it, but let me know your overall thoughts. Give me a scale of 1 to 10 on the shoe. What do you think it is? I'm giving it probably like a 5 out of 10. I will not have this on foot, and I am passing. But that's it for today's review, guys. Hope you did enjoy the video. Let me know your thoughts and overall opinions on this. If you have any questions for me, my Instagram is down below. All my social medias are down below. Thank you, Kick Notify, for texting me when this was getting ready to shock drop. They kept me informed, as they always do, for every single drop. If you guys are interested in joining that, there's going to be some copies down below. We will help you with anything you need within the sneaker world or just reselling in general. We don't just do sneakers, we do low-key flips and so on. There's so many more ways to make a little extra cash for that bank. So if you are interested, like I said, there are some copies down below. But thank you guys once again. One random like, one random comment will get a $15 cash out for me. Just subscribe to the channel, subscribe up, turn that bell notification on, and I will let you guys know on my Instagram if you won the $15 cash out. If you made it this far into the video, let's say down in the comments, Spider-Man Jordan 1s, are they really that bad? That lets me know who makes it to the end, and I love you all that make it that far. But that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace!